G'day everyone, welcome to Damp Collectibles. My name's Damp and I'm joined here with my friend Kane.
Hey everyone.
And today we're going to be looking at a new card game. This is a card game that we have been particularly interested for a while and my friend has bought into the Kickstarter of it. So this is Kryptik. Would you like to give him a little rundown of it?
Yep, so made in the USA. It's by a guy called Tanner and he's put this up on Kickstarter, I can't remember how long ago, maybe 6 months. So they came, I think they started getting shipped a week or two ago. And it's probably most like Magic, if you were thinking of other games. He's a big Magic player, always has been, so like I've never really played Magic, but I've played this a fair bit online. And from what I can tell, if you know how to play Magic, you'll pick this up pretty quick. But it's not as complicated as Magic.
It runs off a mana system known as your Soul Row.
Yeah.
Which is like essentially playing cards with the different attributes or whatever you want to call them. These things on the side of the box.
Yeah.
You want to just show that
oh yeah, true. So yeah. They're essentially your
soul.
Yeah.
So if you've got green, blue, white, and black. There's some cards that are green and blue, some that are white and black, some are black and blue, some are green and black and white and blue, and all different kinds of things. But it allows you to summon the cards a bit more. Yeah. There's also 4 like tribes, if you want to call it that. We have the undead, the mystic, the ascendant, and the human races. I particularly like the mystic ones. Some of the undead ones are pretty cool too. They were the ones that you and me really focused on when we did the like tabletop simulator games and stuff like that. So, but we've basically just got these ones to open up today. We've got a couple of these little random 30 card booster deck things. So
yeah, ready to play. I got 12 of these. I'm not sure how many I'm going to have to open to get one of each, but we'll just start cracking into them.
Oh yeah. Plenty of this to come, guys. We have the actual theme decks in the back here and the booster boxes as well. So,
alrighty. So we've got the human faction. These should be. They've done a.
That's so much. They've done a.
MetaZoo. Yeah, MetaZoo tried to do that, but it didn't quite work the way they expected. So this one's going to be the human faction.
Cool.
And then you got your rule book, which they've put on cards, which is kind of interesting.
Not really a book.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though. So it gives you the ideas of the game. It gives you the different zones and everything, which we obviously have because of the play mats that you got.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, you can pretty much just get one of these and
it'll teach you how to play the game.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome.
All right. So we've got Wayland. So yeah, that's the soul row we were talking about. So any card can be used to generate your soul. So
that one only generates white.
Only white.
And you can see that it costs 1 white or blue.
All blue, yeah.
You got your rarities up in the corner there, which is quite cool. You have your like faction or like your thing or like whatever you want to call it, tribe or whatever. It's got your, what is it, the 11-year time down in the corner. So if it comes out of your shield zone, you can essentially play that to the field for free. Or if you have soul left over and it costs 2, you can essentially use it on your opponent's turn to summon things back to the field. Yeah. Really cool way of playing it. I really liked that aspect of it, especially coming from where I played the Digimon TCG, and the shield zone was like a really big help for you.
They feel interesting. I don't know how to describe them. It's like almost a plasticky feel. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's like waxed over or something.
Kind of like playing cards. Playing cards have that waxy kind of feel to them.
Yeah. It's definitely got good card stock though, like.
Yeah.
Sounds like proper cardboard and everything.
It probably is playing card stock. These are made in the USA, so it might just be I think there's
like
a company
playing like a poker deck.
I think there's a company called makeplayingcards.com or something, and that's what they do. So then we've got Cleo. So Eager is essentially, what would the fleet or...
Yeah, it can attack this turn, so it's got rush, essentially.
Yeah.
Where you play it straight to the field, it can swing straight away. There's a few of them in the thing. So this one's called Engage, where you can sacrifice him.
I know Engage just means fatigue.
Okay.
I don't know what the magic term is, but... and then we've got Steadfast, Adriel here, so when he attacks, he doesn't become engaged. Then we've got Theodore, when he enters, draw 1. if you're on short time 4, you draw 1, then probe 1. Short time is if you've got...
Because you security shields
yeah,
than your opponent.
Because you start with 6. So I guess once you're down to 4, that effect would come into play.
What's probe 1?
Draw 1 and then put 1 back. So it's like
so discard
scry. Yeah.
Yeah. So draw 1, discard 1.
Yeah. But since it says draw 1, oh yeah, short time you draw 1 and then you probe 1. So you draw 1 and then you draw another 1 and then you discard 1.
I see.
So
he also gets the when he enters the island thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
We got Sven. So he's got sidestep, so he can only be blocked with citizens with sidestep.
That's a cool mechanic that I liked from this game.
Yeah.
It's like you could essentially have unblockable characters, but then there's also a way to combat them. Like
Konsu got Ravenous, so she can target 2 11-year cards when attacking.
Essentially a double shield breaker.
Yep. We got Gwen. She's steadfast if you control another human. 2 of her. Herrick. He's toxic, so it doesn't matter how much damage he does. He'll kill anything. Card. Yep.
He dies as well, though, I think, right?
If he's attacked enough. Like, you'd still have to properly kill him. But if you could kill him, then you both die.
Oh, so say he swings into him because he's got 6 damage, he'll kill him. But opposite way, like, if you need the 4 to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And the way the combat works, it's instant. The attack and the defense kind of thing. So if it's 4-4 versus 4-8, like here, like he's got a 4 attack, but Herrick's only got the 4 defense. So even without toxic, he would kill Herrick.
Yeah.
Herrick's got the 4 attack, 8 defense, so Adriel would live because he's only doing a 4 attack to a 8 defense.
What about because Herrick's toxic though? And you said it happens instantaneous, so it's like you have to sacrifice a card to kill Herrick.
Yeah, well, in this case, Adriel would die as well.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we got Eamon. If you control a mystic or you have a mystic in your limbo, he becomes tenacious, which means he has to be blocked by 2 or more citizens. Or Moes. Other human citizens get +2/+2. Mokosh. You can engage at a probe 1, or if you control 3 or more other humans, you can draw 1 then probe 1 instead. Cassandra, sidestep, has to be blocked with sidestep. Ophelia. So yeah, I really like the art on these cards, and the borderless aspect to them. Like
yeah, they nearly all essentially look like a full art card.
Yeah.
But the full art cards in this, the text box is removed.
Yep.
But they're essentially all full art cards.
Yeah,
sort of.
Compared to some other games.
So these are our rares up here. I
Yeah.
believe the blue ones are noble rares or something
It's like a green.
Yeah, that's it. So that's your rare for the set.
Selene, sidestep and steadfast. Charlie.
There's your noble rare.
Yep, she's the noble rare, so probably only one of her. Yep.
Maybe zoom that in a bit closer. That greenish isn't coming off on the rarity. Yeah, it's sort of like a greeny blue colour.
Yeah.
That's how you distinguish whether or not you've got it your noble rare or whatever.
Apparently originally there were no symbols inside the colours, but then some colourblind people were saying they couldn't tell the difference. So now you've got the symbols. So if you can't see the colours, you've got the symbols. Trivialize, so these will be all the spells, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So you can give another target citizen 4/4 with no abilities. So if something's like a 10/10, you just drop it back to a 4/4. Easier to kill. Archaism, that's just letting you draw 1 then probe 1. Emp Sword, so you can give a target citizen +6/+6. Morning Muster, and look at all your 11-year cards, place 2 of them on the bottom of your deck and replace them with the top 2 cards of your deck.
So it's like a security shuffle.
Yeah. And Clapped in Irons.
Card.
Yeah. So that's kind of like it says, Clapped in Irons. You put it on a citizen and it cannot disengage. There are ways to get rid of it that I can't think of right now. But I know there's one card that'll combat spells. So someone tries to play a spell, you play your spell, that spell doesn't take place. Then we got Feathergraft. So you can abolish a target citizen from your limbo, and you can have another target citizen gain sidestep, eager, tenacious, ravenous, toxic, or steadfast. Because in this game you've got your limbo, your abolish, and then your deck. So your limbo, abolish is like you can't get it back, it's just gone.
Yeah, it's out of the game.
Yep. Alrighty, so that's the human deck. Let's see if we can get a different one. I'll probably just open 4 up and just see what happens. And hopefully we'll get at least 3 of them. Hopefully they did a good job at shuffling these up in the factory and they're not all clumped together. Okay, that's a good sign. We've got the Ascendant.
I like the different artworks on the starting cards too.
Yeah. I'm guessing the rule books are going to be the same. So we'll just skip through there. Okay. So Somber Sacrifice. Might just stop so you can read these if you want to. Otherwise,
now that we've done the core mechanics of the game,
yeah,
you just show off the artwork and stuff like that.
Mortal Blow. So it'll say up the top if it's a spell or a citizen. At the moment, there's just spells and citizens.
I forgot how many, like what's the playset rules, like how many of each cards you can have in it?
3 of any card.
3 of any card.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's one card in here called Brassman's Will. You're only allowed 1 per deck. But other than that, you can have 3 of any card. And I think it's got to be a 40 card deck minimum. But you can make it 60, 70, whatever you want.
That Brassman's Wills card, I heard like a story off, like I watched a video of someone opening up this the other day and they said it was like an homage to the guy who helped make Magic or something like that.
Yeah, the guy that did the art for the Black Lotus card in Magic.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's
he passed away or something like that.
Yeah, and Tanner got onto his daughter, I think, and asked if there was any art that he had lying around that he could buy and use for a card. So that's where Brassman's Will comes from. I don't think any of these decks are going to have it. They might. But I think if that was the case, every one of these decks would have it. But they must be trying to keep it a bit more rare.
It's pretty cool looking card.
Yeah, I love that one. Felicity to her.
Whoa.
Akando. So I think a lot of these artworks are from Magic artists.
They've definitely got like a similar sort of style to them, especially like the like demony sort of looking guys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That looks straight out of Magic.
Like the artists down here if you want to have a look, but I wouldn't know a Magic artist if it said so. Mark Poole sounds familiar. Raquel, alrighty. So that's the Ascendant. Let's see what else we can get.
So we might end up putting this up before Christmas time, guys, but on Christmas Eve we will be dropping the full box opening video. Nice. So far 3 from 3.
3 from 3.
But yeah, in the full box opening video we go through all the playmats that we got, some special cards, taking a look at all the different theme deck boxes and the booster boxes and stuff like that. So if you guys are more interested in that, just let us know. We're pretty interested to show this off on the channel. We're obviously still going to stick with MetaZoo, but we're going to do this in between because we're not always going to have content for MetaZoo. So
we got booster box in the back we'll be opening sometime soon. Alright, so Fredonia. So with these colours too, there's certain decks that you're better off combining 2 different types of.
yeah,
Like you want to try to stick to green and black or blue and white or green and black.
yeah, depending on the play style that you want to run with.
You don't want to mix up the colours too much or you might just...
You can run the different tribes though.
Yeah.
So you could essentially use that green and blue card with the Ascendant ones or stuff like that, which is really, really cool. These are pretty good for like 30 card decks though.
Yeah.
Like I could honestly see these being in like a shop front, being like a $10 thing, where it's just sitting there. It's like learn how to play.
Aurora's getting a lot of play. Everyone has her. Yeah, with this ability here is good. Once per turn, you don't even have to fatigue her. During your turn, you can choose Citizen or Spell, randomly look at one of their cards, and if it matches the type selected, you get a draw, which is pretty good. Daithi, Amara, Tuaher, Danae, Pasha. A lot of the decks I've seen, people will generally run 2 or 3 of the cards they're trying to use. So it'll be interesting to see how this deck works, because I haven't seen a card with more than 2 copies yet.
No.
But I guess they're just trying to give you a bit of a variety.
Yeah, it'd be like diversity, show off like the majority of the card game.
Yeah.
Instead of just straight up just, you know. Because these decks could essentially just be 10 cards in a deck, all 3 copies.
Yeah.
But it's good that they've actually given you a chance to see more of the artwork, see more of the cards, have a better playability, because you're like, oh, well, this card could work better in this deck, or,
Yeah.
you know, oh, I've got a couple of copies of this, so I can go there. Like,
That's that one I was talking about before, where you can counter a target spell or citizen. They try to play something, you just play this and stop it.
yeah,
So
nice.
that's a pretty good card as well. Alright, so what are we missing? We've got
The Undead.
the Undead, the one I like the most.
Now you'll have to open up all 8 of them
Yeah.
to find the other ones.
And human.
Human.
Okay,
To get another
grab
one.
another 2, I guess.
Another 2. I'll go random spots.
Yep.
See if I can find it for you. There we go.
Alright. The Undead's the one I want the most too, which makes it a bit annoying. Yeah, stuck to me. Come on now. Undead. Ascendant.
Oh no.
We got 3, I have to get the 4th. Oh,
Oh no. You get
that's
more?
weird. We got... I hope there's just no undead amongst there. I mean, I hope there's not no undead amongst there.
Yeah.
Because we just got Human, Ascendant, and Mystic again.
Well, you've got 8 left.
Yeah, grab another 2. Oh, this is painful.
There's one.
When do I stop?
You stop after this one because you get it right now. I'm bringing it into reality.
There we go.
Told you.
Alright, so... Where's the thing? Might actually need my knife for this one. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, this is probably my favourite faction. In all the games I've played, it doesn't seem like it's the best, but it looks the best, I think.
It's got that like real creepy sort of artwork aspect.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Dark Souls sort of stuff in it. Like look at that. That's
Mm.
straight up looks like it's out of Dark Souls.
That's a great one. You just discard one of your own cards, or abolish a card from your soul row, and you just destroy one of their cards. Or one of their citizens, anyway. Gain control of target citizen. Sacrifice one of yours. Return one from your limbo pile to the island. There's a lot of bringing things back with Undead, of course. Corpse Heist. Lets you bring back citizens from any limbo pile, which is always good.
So you can steal your opponent's dudes.
Yeah.
Boneyard Survey was another good card if I remember.
Mm.
We ran heaps of that in that Rosa deck that we made.
Yeah. Samara, she's a cool looking one. Argus. I thought he was going to be the noble rare. I haven't been looking for the noble rares, I've just been looking at the cards. Killian. Noland, he's pretty good. He when he dies you just draw one. Kanan, he's one of my favourites.
I hope they got the toxic dude in here that I liked.
That's him, isn't it?
No, it was the dude with like the...
Oh, the chains.
Chain thing.
Yeah, Pollux. We got Sylvie. Demuzi.
That's cool looking.
Yeah. Corbin. Conroy.
That's
Chiwa.
awesome artwork. I love
Yeah.
that card.
Yeah, it's definitely good, that one. Two of her. Themis. It's Ego, so he can attack straight away, but he is fairly weak. Shiriki.
Oh, this was another one that I liked. He had the side step or something, didn't he?
No, when he attacks, you probe one.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's a good way to cycle your cards. Alona. Oisin. Molimo. I don't think Molimo was rare. Juno. And Tocho.
Poacher, I think it is. I think that's an A at the end.
No, it's an O.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't see from back here.
So yeah, no Pollux in any deck.
That's alright.
There was the Noble Rare in here. It didn't even jump out at me.
Might not be one.
Yeah, not every deck might have one.
Nope. Because the last lots weren't.
Yeah, wow.
You only had a couple of rares in that
Okay.
one.
I'm assuming they're all the same. We're not going to go through and open too many of these, but that gives you a good idea.
That's at least showing off the 4 factions, giving you an idea of, like, you know, the different things in it. Maybe just flash the rule cards for anyone that wants to.
Oh yeah, if you want to read these.
So if you guys want to read this, feel free to pause it, and we'll be able to let you have a look at them. That's the layout of how you play the game. So your soul rose at the bottom, your shields are in the middle, and then you've got your the island is like where your play zone will be. Your limbo pile is below your deck, which is a bit weird, but your abolished is up the top.
They've got that different on this mat.
Yeah,
They've
on the
got
play mats it's different.
deck at the top, which is kind of weird, but alright. So you'll have to pause these if you want to go through it. We're not going to do all this.
We will go through it later on when we end up playing these, but this will be into the new year when we decide to play this. There's a breakdown of the entire card, which is good.
A bit closer if we can. It's a bit hard to see because the card itself's shrunk, obviously, but that gives you all the places.
And that's it.
Yeah.
So you guys, if you guys are interested in this, let us know. We're going to be trying to showcase it off into the new year. Like I said, we'll be trying to run this between MetaZoo and this. We might try to upload this one, I don't know, maybe New Year's Day or something like that. We'll see how it goes, guys. We're still trying to work out the order in which we're going to get some videos up towards the end of the year, but we're taking a small break from the 24th of December till probably the 1st or maybe even the first week back of January or something like that. Might be a good way to do it. But if you guys are keen to see more, let us know. Feel free to subscribe. We're going to have a bit of this on the channel. But yeah, thank you guys very much for joining, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Peace.
guys. Bye.